So let's play.
Yeah. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go. Same gang, got the cheat code. I said stay woke, we in real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode.
I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke, real mode. I said stay woke, real mode. Stay woke,
Yeah,
real
well,
mode.
we can hold a peace or we can wage war, but I'm gonna get what I came for. Real gang, that's a true name. We all graduated to the two-door. Sacred Global, that's an infrastructure. All y'all niggas like the Titanic. I'm the iceberg, talking no Zucker on the front lines, but we don't panic. Shit getting messy, got nothing to rest, and I'm tired of niggas. They front they blessings, they want my suggestion, but don't want the fee. I'm just doing me, I don't answer their questions. All this flexing, got no one to see. All this aggression, I just want some peace. Not even sure that I like it in heaven. I guess when we get there, then we gon' see. I do not understand, I do not get what you do. You only got one life, but you act like you got two. Yo, we go bigger than what you are willing to do. I run with king, but you peasants, you run with the goons. Hey, we stay woke, but y'all sleep. Real mode, but y'all sheep. Out in public, she a good girl, but at the crib, she a real freak. New throne for the new king. Same kid, now my streets go.
All right, fam, smash that like button when you come on in through the door. Make sure you hit that like button, share the video, subscribe. About to get started. Yeesh. Very nice. Swole, Normuth.
The sun is shining, the birds are chirping, the bacon is sizzling. Welcome to the Daily Swole.
Testing. Testing, testicles. Welcome, everyone, to episode 18 hundo and Ish11 of the Daily Mother Swole, the most muscular swolecast, beardcast, broadcast, gamecast, mancast, pimpcast, sleazecast, and slaycast in the realm, because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. What's going on, beaches, booshes, busters, hustles, and yo hoes? It's your boy Papa Swolio back with another episode, and today's episode of the Mancast is sponsored by Everest and K2 Flexin' on all you beaches. All right. Now that we're coming on in, welcome to the Mancast. Welcome to the Wednesday evening Mancast. Make sure you're subscribed everywhere. We are live on YouTube every single day, the Daily Swole channel on YouTube, and of course, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. Leave a 5-star review. Make sure you hit that review. That little review action makes a big difference, and hit those stars. And of course, hit the like button, subscribe, all that good shit. Tell your friends about the Mancast, because we are going deep today. I'm excited. We got a couple announcements before we get started. We do have a nut to bust, and we'll get into that in just a moment. But first, we have some awesome shit we got to talk about tomorrow. Swole fan, we've been talking about this for a couple days. Tomorrow is our live masterclass event. It's a Daily Swole and Swole TV live special event tomorrow, 8 p.m. So episode 1812 will be private for members only tomorrow night, 8 p.m. Eastern time. We will go over some awesome Swole fan posts. We'll have our show. And then when we go deep, we'll go into some muscle master classes, and it's going to be fire. It's going to be awesome. So you can learn more, and you can join over at swolenormousx.com/summerswole and get on that Summer Swole special. You get access to all the live casts with all memberships, so you can get started for less than $5. If you want access to the kitchen, to all the programs, yoga studio, meditation, virtual trainer, all that, so much more, go check out the unlimited memberships. We got 3-month and annual options that are ending this Sunday. The early bird special is ending this Sunday. Don't miss out on that. Summer Swole is winding down. Do not miss out on that sweet action. So tomorrow, make sure that you are marking your calendars. We also got a couple other things for Swole fan members. Again, another special event, just because, we got something tomorrow, but then in like another week and a half, we have the 5 years of Swole, aka the 5 years of sick fucking gains. That's right. I am super stoked for that.
60% of the time.
It works. It does work.
Works
It works every time.
every time.
Come on now.
That doesn't make sense.
You know it's true. You know it's true. 5 years of Swole, a 5-year anniversary. Super stoked. A lot of gorillas right at the opening of this show. So many gorillas. So May 8th, it's a Saturday. We will celebrate the 5-year anniversary. And like I mentioned, tonight after this Mancast, I'm going to post up in the private Facebook group because that's a very special Swole card we're going to give away on May 8th, 2021. So you have a chance to send us a clip, actually post a comment under that Facebook post. You could also send us an email to team@swolenormous.com, but I will post a picture that will break that all down in the private Facebook group where you can submit your clips. You just submit the timestamps of your favorite episode on YouTube. We're going to do YouTube only, so no podcast timestamps, but literally either on the Swolenormous channel for the earliest episodes, up to like 700 or so, or the Daily Swole channel from like 700, 800 to now, when we started this other channel. So those earlier episodes, people that are wondering, hey, where are the early episodes? They're on the Swolenormous YouTube channel. So if you just do a search on YouTube, put like Daily Swole 001, it'll pop right up. So that's the easiest way to search for all of them. Anyway, you can submit your timestamps and we'll put that in the private Facebook group. You just drop your comment and the best clip, we'll kind of have a little vote live. We'll put a little mashup together. So the clip that was your favorite, you can all kind of submit, we'll vote live, and the winner will get an extra special Swole card because it was fucking awesome. So that is coming up on May 8th, 2021. And of course, we got some audio experience. We got some other podcasts. Make sure you're subscribed to all the shows. The most active ones are the Daily Swole, of course, every day, and the Swolenormous audio experience. So yesterday posted a great new audio experience and got a bunch of responses. We're going to go over some more today when we go balls deep. And that's a great episode. I was talking about goals. So I have a couple other submissions from some of you that got back a little bit late yesterday, not in time for the episode, and some of you that followed up today. I definitely want to share a couple more of those responses. You could also check out all our other shows. We got the Swolenormous channel, we got the Daily Swole channel, Papa Swolio, Swolenormous Pro, and Daily Swole clips for all your sick fucking game needs. And we got a brand new Forging Pillars today. Come on, fam. How many of you caught today's Forging Pillars? That's on the Swolenormous YouTube channel, and that was a great, great post. And make sure you check out that video. Check out that video. Forging Pillars is back. It's back. And a lot more where that came from. So you guys are crushing it. I was too fat for my house. And this is a little story about, hey, I could have just sold my house. This member was thinking about selling her fucking house because she was too fat to go up the stairs. So rather than that, she changed. She changed her life. She changed her habits, and guess what? She lost the weight, and now she can enjoy her house like a human fucking being. So good for you. And that's a great video. And of course, we have the clip that was posted recently. Is my diet the same as Mama Swolio's? Dessert every day. We got to follow up a little bit more on that. So check out that clip also as well. So let's get into the tip today. First, let's bust this nut wide open. You could drop a comment down below. Did you smash today? Did you make some sick fucking gains? Did you? Did you? Did you? Did you make some sick fucking gains? And if you did, what'd you smash today? Let's get into the tip. Let's bust this beach wide open. Are you excited? I'm fucking excited. Yeah. I'm really excited. Yeah. Can you tell? Put some respect on it. And I knew it was going to happen. I knew it was going to happen, Falcon. Calm your feathery tits. Goddamn. So wonderful, my little peppercorn and Leo. God damn it, bro. Yeah, cheers. It doesn't have to be every day. You're taking this consistency. Leo is taking pillar number 7, consistency. Leo's taking it a little bit too serious. A little bit too serious with the drinking. There's nothing wrong with consistency. Pillar number 7 is so important. It's so important. It's really hard to pick like which pillar is most important. They're all important, but really consistency is probably the most important because all the pillars are fucking great. All the pillars are fucking great. But what happens if you don't have consistency? You can have a good day and surround yourself with good people or listen to a good podcast or read a good book. You can eat healthy for one fucking day. You can work out for one fucking day. You could drink water and get some good sleep for one fucking day. You could do yoga one fucking day. You could do meditation for one fucking day. But if you don't do it consistently, it's not going to add up to anything worthwhile. You're not going to actually get that compounded effect. It's just like investing. You're not going to get that compound interest. You're not going to get that growth over time. You got to start putting in the work now. Put the fucking work in now. 7 pillars all fucking day. By the way, if you don't, does anyone watching now, anyone watching live, does anyone watching live not have your copy of the 7 pillars? Make sure you head on over to swolenormousx.com and sign up for the 7 pillars. Make sure it's right there at the top of the page. Make sure you download. It's right there in a big red bar. Right there at the top of the page, swolenormousx.com. All right. So check that out. If you don't have your copy, you can go check that out. All right. So that's important. But consistency. I don't know if you all have an opinion, but that's my thought on it. That's my thought on the 7 pillars is that really they're all great. They're all important. But if it's not consistent, it doesn't fucking matter. It does not fucking matter. Let's take a couple comments, by the way. Let's take a couple comments first as we get into the tip. Babe,
just
it's a little bit cold outside.
Just an inch. It's cold outside.
So fucking cold. It's so fucking cold outside. It's so fucking cold outside.
Yow.
Let me just stick it in just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little. You're not allergic to mushrooms, are you? Ha ha. Too soon?
Yow.
All right.
Yow.
It's a PG-13. It's a PG-13 podcast. Yeah, right.
That's fucking bullshit.
I know. Let's see what we got here. You're welcome, Peaceful Bandit. You enjoyed that video. Forging Pillars. Hell yeah, you're very welcome. Let's see. We also had a couple other comments. I saw one that popped up that I wanted to address. Let's see here. Leo's an alcoholic. We see that. We see he's a fucking alcoholic. We know. Becoming Divine. Hey, Papa finally became an unlimited member. Meditation has helped me significantly. Welcome, Divine. Everyone drop some biceps and gorillas. Welcome to the Swole fam. Very nice. Oh, Annika, so sorry to hear that. She can't join us. Really? Have a great live. Off to do battle in the grocery store. All right. Get something good. Make sure you get something real good. Yeah, get something. Oh, dude, you have to go check it out. Before we get into the tip, before we get into some Swole fan posts, we talked about this the other day. So obviously Leo, Titanic, if he was lifting, if Leo wasn't drinking, if he wasn't a raging alcoholic, he would have been able to lift himself up on that door. At least try twice. So Michelle just dropped a comment, still haven't looked up the alternate ending to Titanic. If you want to see why post-production and editing is so important, go watch that scene. Go watch the alternate ending. To Titanic. It is going to flatten your fucking tits. Whatever tits you got, it's going to blow your goddamn nips off. It's so bad. It just goes to show, how important the ending is and how important editing is. Editing is everything. So if you think, the actors are great and all that stuff, yeah. If you don't edit it properly, the video is going to be shit. Editing is everything. Literally all the work. That's why they shoot for like a couple months and the editing takes like a goddamn year. Editing and sound editing, it's everything. Go watch that shit. Go watch the alternate ending to Titanic. So a lot of you are talking about meditation. So our new member was mentioning how meditation has helped so much. So let's do this. Drop a comment down below. Go drop a comment down below. What meditation, what mindfulness has done for you since joining the Swole fam. Make sure you drop that in the comments. What brain gains, what mindfulness, what pillar number 6 has done for you, because that's really a game changer. And I really highly encourage everyone to start a consistent practice. Game changer. All right, let's get into
what's in the box.
Ooh, got something in my eyeball holes. Hit that button. Here we go. All right, we got a post here from Jacob, aka Jacob. Jacob writes, "Hey fam, it's that time of the month again." Oh, sorry to hear that, Jacob. You mean that?
Chicks will dig you,
Okay.
or dudes, or
whatever gender thing you're into.
That kind of thing again. Got it. It's that time of the month again. Yeah, accountability time. What a month. Finally got the new house where we want it for now. I joined a new gym with free weights now, and I decided to redo Swole season. There is a twist though this time. I have decided to lower the weight and up the reps. All the sets will be a minimum of 15 reps and a max of 25. I mainly do 20 though. I want to see what this will do for me. I'm excited for the free weights and the new plan. My month has been up and down, but that ends here, and I know I need to kick it up. Thanks for the time, fam. Let's get it. Picks are month to month as always. Interesting. I mean, you're not going to build as much muscle, bottom line. So just a thought. I'm not sure why you're doing it just for a twist. You can definitely do high reps as a component of doing heavier weight and more moderate reps, which is more optimal for muscle building. I still do high rep exercise. I love those for burnouts, and it's great to have a high rep session. At the same time, if your goal is to build muscle, you just simply won't be overloading your body as much. So just keep that in mind. Depends on what your goal is, but stoked that you have a new gym, you have a new house. I know how that feels. Feels good. It's nice to get some more space. So good for you, Jacob. Keep on crushing it. And we'll move right along to Joanne's post. She writes, it's 4 a.m. I'm in bed looking at Facebook. I haven't worked out in 3 days. I meant to get up and do Swolga Foundation, and I'm procrastinating. I don't know why I don't know. I know I will feel great if I do and shit if I don't, so I decided to write this post. The reason is once I do have to get up, I have to get up because everybody knows this is my way of making myself accountable, and that's what it's all about. So Joanne was writing that post. This is what self-accountability, and this is the power of the Swole fam. Just by posting it and putting it out there, you're going to fucking do it because you don't want to be a hypocrite, Joanne. You want to be like, I need to work out. I'm thinking about working out, but I'm going to do it. And then you're not going to do it. Then you know you're a huge pussy and it's on you. So that's the thing. Your inner voice, you know if you have integrity with yourself. You know if you're lying to yourself. You know if you broke your own promise. You fucking know. You fucking know. You fucking know. And you're the one that has to live with that. You're the one that has to deal with that. So make sure you make the best decision and the right decision. We got one from Loretta. I've been following the 7 pillars, eating healthy food, exercising, being consistent, meditation every morning. When I got out of the shower today, I wondered if I could finally wear these jeans I've been keeping for ages. Oh my God, they fit. Fuck yeah. I'm so proud of myself. I've gone from a size 22 to a size 10. Holy shit.
Inconceivable!
I haven't lost any more weight, but I could tell that I had gained muscle. I started strength training months ago. My body has really trimmed down. I'm still in lockdown. Stress is running high sometimes, but I feel centered and are looking forward to continuing this journey. Thank you, fam, and Papa Swolio. You're very welcome. Fucking killer. Killer! Good for you, Loretta. Why do you want to be called Loretta, Stan?
The little rascal has spirit.
All right. Oh, Ricardo. Oh, Ricardo. Are these all old posts? Did we read all these already? Or some of these are read? We talked about this. Here we go. We got another one here. There we go. Oh, that was the one. All right. So we just had to double up the cars. Good morning, Viet fam. No, you said fam with the whole Robin Williams, good morning, Vietnam. Yeah, tough crowd.
Yow.
All right. Good morning, fam. Robin Williams style. People seemed invested in my post about my daughter. So just a quick accountability post. She woke up to my 6 a.m. alarm and knocked out primer week mobility training with me before school this morning, like she said she wanted to. Dude, that's huge. She failed at the pigeon complex, but kept pushing herself. Full reps and sets for the most part. She wants to do some Swollen 7 for her PE video today. This will be my last post on this for a while. Once again, thank you, fam and papa, for the continued support. I would have gave in long time ago if it wasn't for this fan-fucking-tastic community. These are all hashtags. Hashtag community, consistency, no excuses, fuck average, 7 pillars. Love you, fam. Love you, dude. Fucking awesome. That's awesome. Just another day. Just another day of smashing it. We'll take some of these responses to the mindfulness practice I do want to read in a second, but that's fucking awesome. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Steph, here we go. Hi, fam. New member here. I've been on a weight loss journey for a few years. When my pandemic plateau didn't break after getting back on the plan I was on, I knew it was time for something different. I'm going to start the 90-day dash, but have limited equipment at home, no bench, no place to do pull-ups, etc., and really no place to put those things in my home. I do have dumbbells, yoga blocks, a mat, a yoga strap, a kettlebell, and some medicine balls. Where's the best place to find appropriate substitutes for someone that's a complete newbie? I've looked at the master classes and the instructional videos, but there's a lot of content and would love to be pointed in the right direction so I can get started. Well, it's very simple. If you have an exercise that targets a certain body part, just swap it out with a different one in the instructional video library. If you really don't feel like there is a substitution, because there is a lot and there's a lot of more content, there are a lot of adjustments and modifications, just post it up right here, like in the Facebook group. Just post up, hey, I'm looking for a substitute, or I'm trying to do an incline bench. Is flat okay? I mean, you have everything that you need. So you don't have a place to do pull-ups, but you could get a TRX strap and put in your door. So that's an option. And you could do inverted rows with a TRX strap, because they do have a door anchor that you can put at the top of a door. And there are also knockoffs of TRX, or just straps, and you can anchor in the top of your door and do an inverted row that way. You might not have a bench, but you can do dumbbell, or you could do presses on the ground. You could do presses on the ground. You could use the ground as your flat bench. You don't have to have a bench. It's better because you get more range of motion. You have more versatility with exercise, but you can literally do it on the floor. You just won't be able to get that same retraction, but it's definitely possible and it's definitely effective. So it sounds like you have a ton of options there. And if there's anything specific that you need, like really specific, just make sure you post it up and we're happy to help. So it sounds like you have a lot of great equipment. So I'm not really too worried about your situation, to be honest. So that's good stuff. Good stuff. Let's take a couple comments here. We do have a bunch of responses when it comes to the mindfulness. Let's see. Cerny, brain gains calmed my raging bitch ass down and life is good again. I love that. I hear that. Cerny's got those thug life glasses on in her avatar, so that's fire. Sarah A, brain gains makes me less stressed, even if I'm just listening to background music. Kashina, mindfulness. Oh my God, how wonderful it is. I have completely eliminated stress. I no longer worry about what others are doing and only focus on what I can control. Talk about game changer. Hell yeah. All right, let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Florida Sunshine 54. Brain gains and yoga got me through my worst nightmare. My son was diagnosed with a brain tumor almost a year ago. If it wasn't for Papa and the fam and brain gains, I would have lost my shit. That's terrible, but that's all. I'm so very, very humbling, and it makes it sends a tingle through my nips. I'll be honest. That's fucking awesome. I love to hear those stories. It's really hard to say like, I'm so glad. It doesn't do it justice. That's amazing. I hope your son is better. Obviously you said you got through it. It says it got you through it. So really stoked, but that's a hell of a story. And I'm really glad that it helped. I'm really glad the fam was here for you. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. We'll take a couple questions now. We do have a couple, do have some questions from Instagram, maybe TikTok, but if you do have a question right now, make sure you hit the subscribe button on YouTube. You can also catch the podcast, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. I know the internet is like, I don't know why, but it's consistent, but it's really low for me too. Everything's fine on my end. It must be the network. It must be the apps, must be YouTube or Facebook, but things have been a little bit sketchy today. So not sure what the deal is, but at least we're streaming. Could be lagging a little bit, but you can always catch the podcast later. But you can also maybe exit out, come back in. Hopefully you'll boost up in a little bit. Hashtag fuck average for a chance to win today's Swole card. Make sure you subscribe, hit those 5 stars, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, YouTube, the Daily Swole channel. Let's take some questions. If you got a question, drop in the comments down below. Hashtag Ask Papa Swolio. We do have one from Dakota Harwood. And Dakota asks, have you heard anything positive or negative about the PRX Performance Home Gym System? No, I have not. I don't know what that means. Is it like cables? Is it kind of like a crossover machine where you can adjust where the arms are going? I've heard of the brand vaguely. I know they sell stuff on Amazon. I think I've come across the brand name, but I don't know about the home gym system. I mean, generally, I'm not a huge fan of those all-in-one systems like Bowflex and stuff like that, just because they're usually cable-based. And all right, cables are great, but you know, it doesn't replace, it takes up less space but they're usually very expensive. You're going to pay a few $1,000s for something in the corner. Oh, it does all these things. Yeah, but you're limited to cables. You're better off spending a few, it depends on how much it is too, or what it actually is. But if you're spending a couple $1,000s, you can get a bench, you can get a rack. I mean, if you have, it depends on the space, but if you can put a full total gym there, you can get a rack or a half rack or a squat rack or a little squat stands with a bench, and you can do stuff there like that. You get kettlebells, you get power blocks, you can get a whole fucking thing. You know, power blocks, $500-$600. You can get a squat rack for a few $100. You get a bar for $100 on OfferUp. Like, you can get all these things and have a lot more versatility than just one of those things. But it depends. To each their own, but I don't know exactly the details. Just some thoughts, because usually a total gym has, you know, different attachment points, but they're usually cable based, just from my experience. From what I've seen, just thinking. Oh my God, what the fuck is wrong with this internet? I guess I'm still coming through. It looks like I'm still connected. Really weak right now. How is this bandwidth? How is what I'm paying for only allowing this? There must be just so many people online, or something with Facebook or YouTube or where it's connecting to. It's just really in the pits right now. At least it's consistent. It's not redlining out. So it seems like we're still live. All right, let's take some more questions. If you do have them, drop in the comments below.
What's in the box?
We got one from Eric Prayson, or it's Eric P. Rayson, or it's Eric Pray son. Eric Pray son. I like Eric Pra Eson. Eric Pray son. I'm assuming Eric Prayson, but just giving some options. You never know. You never ever
We hold
ever
these
know.
truths to be self-evident.
You don't know.
All men and women created by go. You know the thing.
You know the thing. You know the thing. Senile old man. Okay, beef or chicken bone broth? Beef. All day long, grass-fed beef. Where do you buy it? You can get grass-fed bones online. You can also get them at Whole Foods. Oftentimes they have them. You can ask the butcher. You can go to your local butcher. So there's a lot of different places where you can access. Depends on where you live in your country. A lot of it's sourced from New Zealand. They do tons of grass-fed stuff down there, and it's really good shit. So there's lots of different sites where you can get bones, but usually the way you make it will be, you usually put like, I guess, 4 to 6 pounds of bones. Maybe some, it depends if you have knuckle bones, what type of bones. Generally, you want to get some other things. You want to get some tendons. You want to get some cartilage in there, some knuckle bones, not just the femur, not just like the long bones, like the medium or long size bones. You want to try to get different types of cartilage in there, if possible, and you just simmer it for like usually 24 to 72 hours, depending. Like usually 48 or so hours is a good amount. I personally don't do that. Like, fast pressure cook, just put it in here and for an hour. I like to do it the real way. I like it to sit there and soak. And I put like a couple tablespoons of apple cider vinegar to help leach the minerals from the bones. If you don't have access to that, you can get it pre-made. You can get it powdered, but I'm not really a big fan of that. You can take a bone marrow supplement. I have them in my Amazon store under ancestral supplements. They have living bone. They have bone marrow. Those are really good too. But the collagen, proline, glycine, the benefits, repairing the gut for bone broth is epic. It's epic. Epic. Let's see here. Dakota following up. It's essentially a squat bench rack that folds up to the wall, and when stored only takes 4 inches. Oh, I've seen that. It looks really thin. I saw that on Amazon, I think the other day. It looked really thin and flimsy. It looked really, I don't know. I'm not, here's the thing. Because Rogue makes those folding racks, and I looked at them and it's like, oh, cool. It saves space. Here's the problem with any kind of equipment. I mean, you can, unless you're spending real top dollar, you don't want moving parts. You really don't want a lot of moving parts, if any. The less moving parts, the more integrity. It's just like the human body. The more mobility, the less stability with a joint. So the shoulders, a lot of mobility, but the shoulders also utilize the shoulder girdle and the shoulder joint together to maximize range of motion without having all the mobility in one joint. So you don't have all your range of motion with the shoulder joint. You also use the scapula, which is the shoulder girdle. So your body offsets this type of connection and mobility to two like articulating joints. That way you're mitigating the instability that would come from just having all the range of motion coming from one joint. So your hips do that as well. Obviously, you have compensations. You can move your lower back and stuff like that. But you don't want the more mobility a joint has, the less stability it has, which is why doing stabilization training and strengthening your joints and having good posture is essential for strength training, because if you can make it stronger and more stable, you can produce more force. So, if you're folding off a wall, depending on how the quality of it, because look, you might not like the brand. You might think the shipping's expensive. You might be like, oh, it's too expensive. But if you can, there's nothing like quality equipment. Now, there's a few companies that will make really top level shit. There's some big ones out there that I've seen, but obviously Rogue is a big popular brand. But when you order shit, a lot of you can drop in the comments below. When you order shit from Rogue, that steel is fucking steel. Like, the quality compared to other brands is just night and day. And there's a lot of ones. There's Sorinex, there's other ones out there. But the reason why it's more expensive than maybe something you find on Amazon, it's because it's fucking made really, really well. Like, it's made well. You just pick it up, you're like, holy shit. It's metal, it's steel, and it's legit. So depends on what your price points are, but that's why Facebook Marketplace, I'll finish up this topic in a second. That's why Facebook Marketplace, OfferUp, Craigslist, that's why those are such great resources, especially now when things are opening back up. People sell their stuff. People need some money. They might not have a job. And they're like, well, I got this squat rack that's become a clothes hanger in the garage. I'm not using it anymore. Or maybe they got into an accident. They can't do it any for a while. They're like, I'll just flip it. So you're not paying the shipping. And who cares? If you get a kettlebell, or you get a dumbbell, or you get a squat rack or a bar that has a couple dings on it or marks, cool, that's personality. Like, this is not a work of art you're putting in your living room like, I want it to be a masterpiece. You're going to slam this shit around. It's steel, it's metal. Oh, the kettlebell has a little rust on it. So fucking what? You wash your hands after. All right, you spray it down or something with a little Rust-Oleum. Like, it's fine. It's not disappearing. It's not disintegrating before your eyes. So you can get a great deal. And it's just like buying a car that's maybe 1 or 2 years used. It's a much better idea than buying it new, because you don't get kicked in the nutsack due to like depreciation right when you drive it off the lot. It's stupid to buy a brand new car. Let's see here. Good question. Smokey, Papa Swole, can I do dumbbell swings if I don't have a kettlebell? Yeah. You can. Okay, I'll give you some other insights. You can get one of these other loadable kettlebells that you can put Olympic plates on them. You could also get, Rogue has one. I'm sure other companies have it too, but it's a little clip or a clamp that has a kettlebell handle that can actually clip around the handle of a dumbbell and kind of quote unquote turn your dumbbell into a kettlebell, at least for swings. You can do swings, but the grip is going to be an issue. If you're using a certain dumbbell, you're grabbing it long ways, you slips out of your hand, it's going to put a fucking hole in your ground, unless you're doing it outside. And, your form might be off. You could do different exercise, but that's why they have goblet squats with dumbbells and all these different things. So you can do it. It's just not really, I'm not going to recommend it just because of the risk, but it's not the same. But they do have straps and things that you can maybe clamp over the dumbbell handle that will give you a kettlebell grip, but you're not gonna be able to do every exercise because a dumbbell's not completely symmetrical. It's not a sphere or spherical like the kettlebell. So you're not gonna be doing snatches, gonna be flipping around, hitting you in the arm and the face and stuff. Alex, Papa Swolio, it's embarrassing, but I can't do a pull-up. That's not embarrassing. Most people can't do a pull-up. That's the fucking embarrassing part, that the majority of the population can't do a fucking pull-up. It's easily the majority. Anyway, gonna help you out right now. While I'm losing weight, I want to strengthen the right area so I can eventually crush them. What are some good exercises for that? Doing pull-ups. All right, you're not going to strengthen the right area. Anyone that tells you, oh, you just do lat pull-downs on a machine, that's not going to help you do a pull-up. It's not going to help you at all. What you need to do is do negatives. Watch the pull-up masterclass in the masterclass section in Swole Enormous X. Do negatives, do isometrics, but start with inverted rows. You could do this with a squat rack. You could do this with a TRX. You want to do slow negatives and want to slowly become more and more inverted until you're maybe almost horizontal with the ground. If you could put your feet up on blocks or something, it depends on what your setup is. But you want to do those slow negatives from an inverted position. working your way up to doing isometrics on a pull-up bar, like holding at the top as long as you can, and then lowering down for like 5 to 10 seconds and doing reps of nice, slow descent negatives all the way down to a full hang, step up on a box, get up to the full contraction at the top, and do slow negatives. So you could do isometrics at the top, you could do isometrics in the middle and just hold position. Once you're strong enough to do that, that's what's going to actually strengthen the same muscles that you're using on the way up, because the same muscle's working. It's just a concentric, an isometric, or an eccentric contraction. So rather than be like, hey, I can't pull myself up, so what am I going to do? Work the same muscles with their strongest or stronger contractions, where you're contracting the muscle, but you're not changing length, doing isometric, or doing eccentric from the top all the way down, doing full negatives. That's my answer. I'm sticking to it. Yeah. What we got here?
Wow.
I need something else. Powder toast man. Yeah. My black and white, my other camera's not working. I don't know why. All of a sudden, a camera won't work for like 2 days for no reason. The plug, and I'll change it. I don't know. It's like my computer just says, no, I'm not going to fucking work with this other camera. So I just got this sexy beach. At least she's working. I got this angle. See? Got my good side, my other good side. My good side, my other good side. So it works out. Yow.
Yow.
He's heating up.
Yow.
Yeah. Yes. All right. Let's see. A Swolenormous equipment is needed. Swole kettlebell with a logo on it. Well, you could get a kettlebell and just put one of the Swole stickers on it. Just put the circle of the beard logo. That'd be pretty sweet. I'll keep that in mind. Papa Swolio, where's the best place to get workout attire for the lady bits? SwoleNormousApparel.com. No, I don't. We don't have let's say custom gear. I don't know. Ladies, drop in the comments down below. I think Mama Swolio was liking some stuff she got from Fabletics. And I'm not, this is not sponsored, but, I'm definitely not going to do any kind of affiliation with them or whatsoever. But ladies, she bought some stuff recently. I forget. I think that's where it was. I think that's the brand, but whatever. So ladies, you can drop a comment down below. I am not the one to ask, what can I do? Gymshark. You could be a Gymshark girl. Let's see here. Let's see. Cerny. Oh, there you go. Good question. On TikTok, you were doing kettlebell in your red, white, and blue shorts. I'm wearing them right now. You see it? Yeah. America, baby. Oh, yeah.
USA, greatest country in the world.
Ooh, it's my favorite. There's so much fucking America back there. By the way, there's a flag here. There's also my other flag is over there. Originally, I put I was thinking putting the flag over here. It was way too much. It was like a presidential address. It was just 2 flags right there. It was overkill. It was too much, but I do have another flag over there. So just so you know, I mean, look, we got the sexy Papa Swolio, the regal biche over there. Anyway, you were doing kettlebell in your red, white, and blue shorts. What was the weight on the kettlebell? It looked heavy as hell. It was 124. It was a 124 pounder. So it was fucking heavy. Someone was like, how come you're only going halfway? I'm like, I'm not going, I don't do American swings. I don't do that fucking bullshit over your head. Fuck that. And yeah, I'm not going halfway. It's heavy. It's heavy. So it was a 124. 124 pounds. Papa Swolio, 124 pounds. Oh yeah, you like that shit? It's very good, yeah? Matthew, speaking of lats, saw that TikTok video of Papa doing squats yesterday and was like, holy hell, look at those lats. Was that the skier squat one? Yeah, just bam. I'll tell you what, I'm back in. I'm back, baby. Papa Swolio's back. It was a year. What was it, March, April? It was a year. We'll just say a flat year since I've done barbell work. A fucking year, fam. Now, coming from someone who's literally trained for 20 years plus, consistently, maybe only taking maybe a week or 2 off at the longest point on purpose, but it's always been barbell, dumbbell. I've always been at a gym. So once the quarantine, the initial thing, I was like, I'm going all in on home training. The gyms were open back here in Florida, but I was like, I'm not going back. I'm going to keep on doing home training. I just got in the habit of it and I liked it. It's cool. I'll keep on doing this until we move or get a different place. Then I'll get that. So I've been doing barbell stuff. So I've been doing T-bar rows, which is one of my favorite. You want to get a thick back, T-bar rows all fucking day. T-bar rows are the tits. So T-bar rows, I have some more TikToks coming from that, but pendlay rows and barbell row, I've been so fucking sore, but in the best way. So I'm kind of back out of that deep soreness from the first workout back doing that heavy shit, because I've been lifting heavy for the entire time. I just wasn't doing that kind of mechanical stress. I was doing dumbbell stuff. So I was doing swings with the 150 pounder, with the 124. I just wasn't doing barbell specifically. I was doing heavy with dumbbells, all that shit. So going back into that, it's just, I love that feeling of going into a different type of equipment, a different tool. And it just feels like it's just such a different stress and hits you different. I just love barbell. Oh, I love barbell. Oh, I love barbell. Love it. Love it. Love it, love it, love it. I mean, I've told a lot of people, when you're at home, if you're training at home, obviously barbell stuff is a little bit, it's tough for some people if you don't have a lot of space, which is why I didn't have one. I technically did have space. It just would have been a very awkward thing to move around, only using it in certain areas. It just wasn't worth it. It wasn't something I wanted to deal with, having plates it wasn't enough space. The two areas I was training in just wasn't that big. So now it's like, spreading my wings. I got my mace bells. I got the Indian clubs. We got so much more stuff coming. The Swollen 7 section, I'm just ready. It's going to fucking pop. There's so many more sections that are going to drop in Swollen 7. There's a lot more content coming. It's fucking awesome. Let's get some yow.
Yow. Yow.
All right. Judry, Papa Swolio, I just got certified as a trainer. Nice. Good for you. Congratulations. Congratulaciones. Very nice. Very nice. Nice. Just got certified as a trainer. Was wondering, how did you keep control of clients in your day? You made a control sheet, had documents, or just paper? How was that whole craziness for you? I mean, I was training when I first started training, I was using a Palm. I had was it a visor? What the fuck was it called? It was a Palm visor. And then I had a Palm Trio 650 or something. So, I mean, a control sheet, documents. I mean, I haven't done personal training in a while. So let's see. I mean, let's see. When I was like it was only private training, it's been a long time. So, and then I started doing other stuff, and I kind of had like one or two clients on the side, which was just kind of like, oh, we have a session, 3 days a week at this time. So I had a couple private clients while I had other work, and I was teaching NASM, and I was, teaching and flying around for master trainings to teach instructors and all around the country for NASM and for P90X and stuff like that. So when they were doing the certification where they combined NASM and Beachbody products, and they were using NASM as their certifying backbone. So I was integrating all that in their master trainer program. So that was, so I wasn't doing a lot of training. I was doing a lot of travel at that time. But yeah, I mean, now I can't even imagine. There's so many apps now, I'm sure. There's so many apps now. There's so many different protocols you can use. I mean, I would recommend just things that you can use, like to schedule your clients or people that can sign up. You can use Calendly, like calendar, Calendly. So you can have I think you can integrate payments and stuff like that too. You can have all these automations. So if you send them to your website and they sign up for a session, you can block out certain times on Calendly. And so let's say you're like, hey, you have availability for your sessions this coming week. You're going to do Monday through Friday, anytime from 5 a.m. to 10. So your clients can schedule anytime between 5 a.m. and 10 a.m. on Monday through Friday. So you just schedule those times in Calendly, and then when they go to the link and they go to your little page, that's the only option. They can't choose 3 p.m. on a Wednesday. So if someone else chose 8 a.m. on Monday, they might be like, oh, it's not available. I'll do 9. So then it's automatically there. So you can have people sign up. That's what we do for, I used that a while back. I haven't used it recently, so I'm sure it's only better now. Just one option, but there's a lot of different apps like that use for hairstylists and people that do a lot of, private contractor training clients, and you have training clients, and you have people that do hair and, all these different appointment-based type things, massage, masseuse. So I would just check out the apps and stuff like that. But Calendly is a good one, and you can integrate it. You can embed it on a website and all this different stuff. So that's a whole other conversation when it comes to business and marketing. And now that you're a trainer, you're your own business. So you got to take care of the sales, the marketing, the distribution, like where you're getting clients from and all that stuff. So what are your plans? Are you going to be doing it privately or are you going to go work at a gym and have them funnel you clients? Check that out. Citrine, I would kill for a Swollen 7 Indian club workout. You don't have to. Good thing. No murder required. Isn't that nice? Isn't that nice?
How about I send you a hobo's dick cheese?
I'd be the luckiest guy alive if that did it for me.
No murder required, Citrine. You'll get you get you some. We get you some. We get you some. We'll hook it up. So it's all coming. It's all coming. I've just been doing a lot more of it because I haven't done it in a while. So I'm just kind of getting my flow back in. And that's another thing that I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of, it's great. Mace Bell and Indian clubs are fantastic to get you warmed up for workouts in general, but especially upper body workouts. But you know, when I first got them in, like, kind of breaking it in again, because I haven't done them in full. And man, like my shoulders, just feeling it deep in there. It's just great mobility and it's great to get all those stabilizers in the joints. It's great for thoracic mobility and coordination, all that good stuff. A little follow-up, Judry. If you got more questions, we'll take maybe one more, so drop in the comments. Personal training stuff. I had a notebook, but found it to be an issue. Fuck that. So I'm making Excel sheets now. Hadn't thought of apps. Goddamn, I'm old school as fuck. Yeah, because if you're writing it down, you can lose that. Then you got to carry it. You have your phone, but it's easier for your clients. So you can literally have a link, and you can get your own domain that can route to your Calendly, or you can have a website that you just embed Calendly on the site. There's just way different. Just go to the site and see what it's all about. This is one option, but like I said, you can block out what your schedule is. You can have that repeat, or you can customize it, and then you can have people sign up, like a new client for maybe a trial session, or you could have your other clients that just go there and pick the times based on what you have available. They don't even have to ask you. They can you just send them a link, boom, they click, put it in, boom, you know they're going to show up at that time. Well, you don't know they're going to show up at that time. That's the fucking problem, because people cancel last minute all the time. One thing that I can say, Judry, here's one piece of advice that is very important that most personal trainers don't have, because they want clients and they want to be nice, and people want to be fucking nice. So here's what I'm going to tell you. When you have a new client, you have to set the ground rules from the start. If they cancel last minute, that counts as a fucking session. That is your goddamn time. Do not be one of these bitch ass trainers like, oh, you're canceling. Oh, okay. You got stuck. You can't come. No. If you're at the gym and you're waiting for someone, that means you're not losing one. You're not losing one client. You know, you're not losing the time for that 1 hour. You're losing double, because not only are you losing the payment for that session, you're losing the payment for another person that could have taken that spot. So, and you're wasting your time. So now you're there waiting. That's the problem when you stack clients. You have, let's say, 8 a.m. to 12 noon. Someone cancels at 9 p.m. or 9 a.m., like late. You're sitting around, you know, fingering your asshole for an hour. I mean, if that's what you do. But you're just sitting around, like dicking around, wasting your goddamn time. It sucks. I mean, sometimes like, hey, I have a client cancellation. It's nice. I can take a nap, or I can eat quickly, or, you know, do a little workout, but it's a waste of your time. So make sure that they understand that you have a cancellation policy. So if it's within 12 hours, like whatever you decide, but stick to it. Because if you let it slide the first time, the next time, oh, well, you know, maybe you have just make it clear. The first time, okay, you have one get out of jail free, so to speak. But then the next one, you have to make it clear. The problem with that is that you start off like giving them an inch, like, hey, you can use this, or hey, it's okay this one time. You start doing that, you'll never be able to, you know, draw the line later on. You got to it's a business. It's your fucking time, and don't undervalue yourself. All right. Pedro, I want a Swollen 7 intermittent fasting class. I'll tell you what, Pedro, I got some for you.
Go fuck yourself.
Fucking Swollen 7 intermittent fasting class. Yes. Don't eat breakfast. Don't eat So I did. Do you see that video I did on TikTok? Or are you just saying that because anyone that asks intermittent fasting, I want to punch them right in the fucking taint? Just an uppercut right to the fucking taint. Yeah. Like, what's that? What's up there? I just dropped down like a split, like a fucking ninja. Just like literally the taint punch is just like Jean-Claude Van Damme Bloodsport. Right there at the end. Does a split right to the fucking taint. That big Chinese dude. Just right in the fucking gunch. Right there. And I love his face right after, right? He does a split and he's like, ah. And the guy's like falling and his eyes are kind of like, he just went so hard, just followed through, punched him in his fucking small intestine. Oh, I gotta watch that movie again. Fuck, what a great movie. Can we get some biceps and gorillas for Bloodsport? If you haven't watched Bloodsport, I really think you need to go and watch that like right now. I almost am like this close to being like, yeah, just turn off the podcast and go watch that. You need to see that movie. If you don't know, if you've never watched Bloodsport, fuck you. Okay, that's all I have to say. Let's get into it's time to go deepy deepy.
Woo-hoo-hoo-hoo. That's deep.
Oh, how deep. Yeah, right there. Hadouken, right there. Just kind of get that.
Hadouken! Shoryuken!
All right. So we talked yesterday in the, what did we talk about? In the audio experience. So we went over this yesterday, but we got some more follow-up that I want to talk about. The Swolenormous audio experience episode about goal setting. All right. The argument against goal setting. Now people might be like, oh my God, Papa Swolio, goal setting, but everyone sets goals. Here's my goal. What's the goal? What's your goal weight? What's my goal? This, well, this is my goal here. This is my goal. That's what I'm trying to accomplish. Goals are cool, but goals are also short-sighted. Most people don't set long-term goals enough. And the fact of the matter is, long-term goal, it might be a long-term aspiration or a vision, but fuck long-term goals. Like you're doing this until you die. So it doesn't matter. It's the journey, it's the process. People hate those words, but it's true. It's focusing on the 7 pillars every day and making sure that you're doing those, because if you do all 7 of those every fucking day, guess what's going to happen over the long term? You're going to get results. You're not going to do all 7 pillars and stay morbidly obese. It's probably impossible to actually execute the 7 pillars properly and not get results. The magnitude of your results will be based on your effort and your consistency. Dare I say some hard fucking work and effort? Oh my God, shocker.
Matt Damon.
How dare I talk about personal responsibility on my own fucking podcast, my own mancast. Anyway, we had some more feedback from Swole Fam members via Swole text, so make sure that you can still send those back in. Maybe we'll do another Swole text little breakdown tomorrow. So I will be following up, but make sure you're responding whenever I send those out, because I do want to feature your comments, because these are fire. This one's from Allie, and this is about goal setting. And you could watch or catch that latest episode on the Swolenormous audio experience. It's available everywhere you listen to the Daily Swole. So Apple Podcasts, Spotify, all those. Mate. Hey, Frankie. All right. I can't. I love that. Oh my God, it's Frank Dukes. The Chinese guy. Oh, wow. You got really strong. Yeah. Chinese. Okay, USA. I love that fucking movie. I'm going to go watch it right now.
Wow.
I have to watch that immediately. Allie, I love the way you reframe the concept of goals. In fact, it's been a game changer for me, shifting my mind from the idea that a fit and healthy body is the end goal to a fit and healthy lifestyle has completely changed the way I view what a fit and healthy body even is. It is a way to live, not something that a person just becomes. That's what I'm fucking talking about. Hells yeah. That's a positive. The knee is actually a positive. Knee. All right. Damon, that's a great one. I agree. It's the small things that take care of the larger picture. I'm trying to lose fat currently, but I am not focused on my weight. I have spent years of my life trying to maintain weights with numbers in my head. It gets ridiculous, and you lose some vision of what you need to focus on in bettering yourself. I struggle making goals now because at this point, I just want to feel good and stay feeling that way. I make my decisions on what makes me healthier and stronger. Yeah, a lot of people lose that vision. A lot of people don't really have any purpose. They want to lose 10 pounds for a cruise. Like, I got a wedding coming up. I want to lose 15 pounds. That's some short-sighted bullshit. That's not the proper foundation that you need to set to actually improve your health and change your habits. That's a short-term sprint, and you're just going to do it. You're going to lose 10 pounds by starving yourself and then gain it back and more with when you fucking suck down open bar margaritas all night. That's what people fucking do. We got one from Jeff. Jeff writes, I used to be focused on the number on the scale. I wanted to get to 175 just for the brag of being, quote, half the man I was 2 years ago. I've been around 185 for a few months, but it's okay. My goal is not a short-term number. My goal is now long-term, and quote, don't die obese. Goddamn right. You only want them to have a big casket because you're so goddamn fucking yoked. Am I right? Am I right? I'm right. All right, John writes, great post, Papa. I used to think I had depression myself, was even diagnosed with it while I was in the army. It was really just unhappiness at where I was in my life. Now I am perfectly content with my life because I stopped complaining and fixed what I didn't like instead of searching for the easy fix. Right? Imagine how many people, thank you, John, for sharing. And thank you for your service. There's so much distraction and so much confusion as to what like a low mood or just being lost, not having a real focus as being depression. And guess how many other people out there like John instead just went and started popping pills. Now they're hooked on fucking opioids and they're going insane. And that's where all this fucking stupidity and rioting and looting and fucking shooting sprees and murder. All these people are fucking insane because they're kept inside. They're shoved pills. They're not told how to actually take care of their health. And they just spend all their time on social media just getting their brains fucked every day, all day long. And literally just consume and eat the lies 24/7. But that's why we're all here, because we tired of all that fucking bullshit. Good rant. We got one from Kay talking about the goals. It's probably one of the last ones, maybe the last one. I agree. Completing a goal gives us a feeling of success, but also creates a what now feeling, which can be detrimental to progress. I think human behavior and emotion somehow makes it easier to screw up a goal as well. A goal isn't your whole life, it's the next week or month, and it becomes okay to screw that up. You can always set a new goal for next week or month, but your life, you can't get away with fucking that up. The stakes change when it becomes a lifelong process. We always get taught that it takes one drink or one hit of drugs or one time having sex to have a lifelong consequence. Why not one day of shit eating or one day of laziness? That's my rant. Thanks for listening. That's fucking awesome. That's very well said. That's very well said. I mean, obviously it's different. Obviously the results are potentially different. I mean, you can have, right, one drink, you can get addicted if it runs in your family and you have poor habits, and, one drink, or if you get tipsy and you get into a car accident and you kill yourself or someone else or something bad happens, one hit of drugs, depends on what it is. You do heroin for the first time or something, you can fucking die from your first time doing something like, really addictive and really dangerous substance. So one time having sex, you have a kid, and then boom, that's the rest of your life, right? So one day of shit eating doesn't necessarily have that same you're not going to necessarily get into a car accident because you had McDonald's. You're not necessarily going to have diabetes because you had, one pint of ice cream. But that's not the point. Those things have very addictive properties, and they set fundamental bad habits that compound over time. You let that shit in the door and you start kind of making excuses for it and just manipulating your own mind and just essentially denial, making excuses. And what does it do? It bleeds into other areas of your life. Because you're lacking discipline with your nutrition and you're not thinking about it properly, you make excuses, you start making more excuses, and you conceptualize and you compartmentalize it differently. You get used to eating shit once a day. Then you get used to eating shit twice a day. Then you get used to eating shit kind of regularly. And it just goes and goes and goes, and you lose the concept, just like the elimination diet, just like eating garbage foods and things that are poisoning your body, that you realize how much it's fucking you up. Once you do an elimination diet, it's the same thing. You don't have perspective until you step away from it. So it just seems normal. Well, I feel fine. I'm just eating these things. You're not feeling as well as you should. You think you feel fine because you have nothing to compare it to. Your body will find a new normal where you're at. And of course it feels normal because your body is doing the best it can to survive while you're poisoning it. So it's important to take care of your health and not make excuses for it. So that being said, we do fucking Canadians. Oh, I'm sorry. Do we have any Canadians watching? Any Canadians, eh? Eh? Who we got here, eh? What we got? Don't be salty. Don't be salty, Canada. We got some shit posts. We got some stuff we got to talk about today.
Come on, stop whining.
We'll take a little bit. We got something. Yeah. We got some ish coming down from Toronto. Drop some dookie in the comments. Who's ready? By the way, make sure you drop that hashtag fuck average. That's a nice card.
Yow.
That's a nice fucking card. Huh?
He's on fire! Mr. Strickland!
That's a nice card. Drop that hashtag fuck average in the comments down below. So we do have a couple Canadians. All right. Well, this came across my nips today. Let's do another drum roll. And what's in the box? Let's do it.
What's in the box?
What's in the box, man? Well, as it turns out, the Toronto Regional Real Estate Board will stop using the term master bedroom. Okay.
You keep using that word. I don't think it means what you think it means.
Because that sounds like something really important to tackle in 2021. That's very important for us to be talking about today. So of all the things that Canada can be focusing on, or Toronto, I should say, that's very important stuff. It's very, very important. Not like opening up your fucking country and letting people go back to work and stop locking them down under authoritarian rule. Just stop using that term so everyone can feel so much safer. Well, I will always have a master fucking bedroom. And you can go fuck yourself on that one. Let's see. In a written statement, TRREB, Toronto Real, who cares? Lisa Patel said that the decision was approved by the board of directors, and in the coming months, any reference to master will be removed from all platforms and changed to primary. Aha, the primary bedroom. It's the master bedroom. You know why? Because I'm the fucking master of my house, and that's where I live. It's my primary bedroom. Dumb fucking cunts. Quote, what this will mean for the consumer and realtors is that property listings will now reference primary where it used to. Thank you for the breakdown. That's really. Is that how word substitutions work? Is that how it works? Well, what this will mean is that now they're going to reference primary where it used to reference master. Oh, okay. I got it now. All right. I wasn't sure how that was going to work. In a notice sent out to its members, Toronto Realtor fucking cares, said that the change was recommended by its Diversity and Inclusion Task Force. I'll tell you what, if you have a company, if you work anywhere that has a Diversity and Inclusion Task Force, AKA a racist wing of your company, you need to get the fuck out because it's coming for you. Diversity and inclusion. God, all that stuff can suck a huge fucking dick. It can suck the biggest dick that you can imagine. Like, literally, probably a Dragon Ball Z dick, like the kind that can destroy worlds. Like, I can't even create a knowledge cock that big, that thick, and that veiny that these people can suck. God damn. Here we go. Quote, it will also address the negative connotations surrounding master bedroom. Oh, you're going to go into that So now they're not going to use what? A 1.5 because it's going to insult midgets or something? Little people, right? 1.5, that makes me offended. It's for smaller. I don't know. It will also address the negative connotations surrounding master bedroom, which many members, others in the industry, and the public at large associate with terminology rooted in slavery and or sexism. All right, who's the many members, others in the, very vague, isn't it? Many members, others in the industry, and the public at large. No, don't fucking even. There's absolutely zero chance that the public at large give any fucks. This is like 5 loud, single, just miserable women that are complaining loud enough. They have nothing else to do. They've been brainwashed since they were a child. They graduated with like a degree in women's studies, and now they're just slinging nonsense because they have nothing better to do and they're miserable in their lives. Just a guess. Just a fucking guess. The notice reads, quote, or the note that was, and comma, the notice reads, We also heard some of your concerns about the offensive undertones associated with this term. That's right. We got to protect everyone from undertones. Well, I'll tell you what, this fucking undersack, that sweaty, salty undertone under my fucking ball bag, it's coming for you.
Matt Damon.
Oh, it's so good. It's so bad. It's so good. Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. We got some more. Should we take another one? Oh, we got some dum-dums here. We got some dum-dums. Of course, there's a lot of other news going on, but, you know, I don't have a long enough. We don't have long enough on this episode for me to completely rant on everything going on right now. But it sounds like we need some red, white, and swole. It'll come back eventually, maybe. I don't know. I'm almost like I almost don't even want to. It's almost like it should be in Swole TV. I don't even know if we can even. It's just too much. There's so much stupidity. All right, we got more though. Here we go. Come on, fam. What we got here?
What's in the box?
I just can't. I just fucking can't. But at least we have each other, right, fam? At least we have each other. And I will say, before we go into this, I will say that being a part, and this is another plug for the Summer Swole special, but I will say that all members of the Swole fam, you are the ones that help keep all of this uncancelable, because we do private streams, and of course we have a YouTube channel, and of course we got podcasts, but we have the Swole fam. So whenever we do the private Swole, the private live streams in Swole TV, we are independent and we are not dependent on any of these fucking corporate just cronies. We're not dependent on them. We use them, and I'm going to use them and squeeze them dry as they squeeze the entire society dry. I'm going to use it as long as I can for organic reach and distribution and ads and whatever it is. But if anything gets canceled or shut down, nothing stops. And the Swole fam makes all of that possible. So much love to all of you. Nothing stops the Swole fam. We ain't stopping anytime soon. Anytime soon.
He's on fire!
We're fucking getting it. We're getting it. We're just getting warmed up. We're just getting started. 5 years of Swole. Just getting started. Anyway, swolenormousx.com/summerswole. Be a part of the Swole resistance today. Swole resistance? Swole resistance? Swole. Yeah. Something like that. Swole privilege. Get your Swole privilege. Yeah, fuck average. Drop that in the comments below. # fuck average. Now let's get back to the shit post. All right. Yeah, you don't have to have a master bedroom. You can have a cuck bedroom if you want to. We have created a culture where children are extremely afraid of becoming fat. Good. That is not only heartbreaking, but dangerous. Okie dokie. All right, Christina Bruce, we have a repeat offender here. You know, you're going to get... I'm going to throw the book at you. I'm going to throw the book at you, Christina. I mean, if you keep on coming up with this nonsense. Now, here's the truth behind this post. We're going to read the caption because obviously you have to explain this with like 19 paragraphs because this is open-ended, right? A culture where children are extremely afraid of becoming fat. They should be. Everyone should not want to get fat. But I'll tell you what, you don't need to be afraid of becoming fat if you're following the 7 pillars, if you're eating properly, like quality food, if you're exercising, meditating, practicing yoga, if you're being a fucking child and you're a parent and you're allowing your child to be a child, they're not going to be fat. It's not genetic. You're not just magically fucking obese. I mean, if your parents are morbidly obese or obese, yeah, actually, you can actually have some scarring. Epigenetics is finding a lot of stuff out that it predisposes you to having more fat cells or stuff like that. You hear this stuff coming out. It's still very new research, but it doesn't change. It doesn't change the fact that you're able to make these changes. It doesn't condemn you to a life of obesity, but you should not want to get fat. That's why I do think there isn't. I'm not saying when people talk about fat shaming and fit shaming, I really don't think that fat shaming is an issue. Everyone gets bullied. I got bullied in elementary school, middle school. Every kid goes through like fucking struggles and shit. Whether you're fat or not, kids are just assholes to each other. You know, are you fat shaming or you just have low self-esteem because you know you don't take care of your health? You just don't take any personal responsibility. People don't know also that they have control over this. People don't know how to actually fundamentally eat healthy because they've been lied their whole lives. They think that cornflakes are something healthy. They think fucking Raisin Bran gives them healthy fiber. Give me a fucking break. That was given to mental patients. Cornflakes and all this bullshit. This is make-believe garbage surplus because corn and soy is subsidized by the government and it's dirt fucking cheap. It's dirt cheap. Why do you think fast food is so inexpensive? Because they fucking manufacture the food on monocrop agriculture with soy, with corn, all genetically modified, and they actually subsidize the farms. So it's dirt fucking cheap. It's dirt cheap. It costs next to nothing. That's why they put it in everything. 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 And most people have no fucking idea because they're dumbed down by mainstream media and they are captured by their phones. It's just like Batman Forever with the Riddler, how everyone was like getting sucked into the TV. It's a perfect analogy. Everyone's just zoned in. And the few of us that are on the outside, like, what the fuck are you doing? What is wrong with you? Everything with all the riots and all the bullshit, man, all the railroading going on, all the shit with the police, they're getting fucked over. Everyone is just being completely manipulated. The whole political and social system in this country is completely, utterly fucking broken and fucked. And you're seeing it before your eyes. This is legit Orwellian, this is Orwellian shit going on right now in front of people's eyes. And yeah, it's going to get worse. And no one thinks it's going to happen. No one thinks it could happen here. No one thinks that could happen here. It couldn't happen here. Nothing like that's ever going to happen again because we're aware of it. Bullshit. People don't read books. People don't learn history. All the people that know the history are dying. And when you keep on changing Wikipedia and changing what you see on the internet, yeah, you memory hole everything. No one's going to know anything. When the intelligent generations die off, yeah, what's going to be left are a bunch of fucking drones that just complain about everything and just follow what big old Joe points to. Like, oh, go riot about this. Go complain about this. Just a bunch of fucking sheep. It's pathetic. So let's talk about what's going on with this post here. I'm just ranting like crazy. I'm on fire. But
boom shakalaka!
It happens. I pop off. That being said, you should have some more shame about your body because it's your responsibility. Having a little shame for yourself. Okay, you're obese. Do something about it. Right, Peaceful Bandit. Like we had the Forging Pillars today. The Forging Pillars today was about, like, you don't sell your house, you take care of your health. And now you have a healthier body and you can live in your house. You don't have to be afraid of stairs. That's not normal. People, yeah, I mean, you can internalize, but like the shame or getting bullied, that's going to happen. The problem is everyone's trying to stop all the evil things. Like no one can be mean or say anything to anyone, anywhere or anytime. Well, what the fuck? What world are you living in? What world are you living in? You would have really not liked living in Genghis Khan's era. You would not have liked that because he would have destroyed and pummeled your entire village, raped everyone himself, and then fucking moved on to the next. So you're living in a wonderful time because no one is coming to rape and pillage your fucking village. Okay? So stop complaining and stop being a whiny little bitch. We're all very, very overwhelmingly tired of it. But people should have a little bit more shame for what they haven't done. But then use that shame to internalize it and fucking generate actual results, unless you don't want to change. Because guess what? It's easier to change your hashtags than to change your habits. So people will complain. Oh, stop shaming me, rather than actually taking some good advice that they should have been doing anyway. You won't be getting fat shamed. You're only fat shamed if you allow it. You allow yourself to feel the shame. You're giving the other person your fucking power. Don't they teach any of this shit? Who is anyone parenting anymore? Where are the parents at? Can we hold some parents accountable for not parenting their fucking children? Oh, wait. That's right. With inflation and the depreciating value of the dollar, both parents have to have full-time fucking jobs, so they can't even take care of their kids. Oh, so the public school system is really just free daycare. Oh, so the school system can poison my children's brain, feed them garbage food. I get it. Yeah. Allow the government to babysit your fucking child. This is the result of that. Breaking apart the family and brainwashing your children. So Lots of juicy nuggets in that. Take some advice. Only good advice if you take it. Let's read this shit comment or shit caption. It's not even incorrect. It's just victimizing people and giving the victims more reasons to play the victim. It's like, okay, so, oh my God, shame and fat shame. Fuck. Kids are afraid to be fat. Then teach them better. Teach them how to not be fat with actions. Don't tell them you shouldn't eat that. You're going to get fat. Show them good habits and they won't be fat. Let them exercise instead of sitting them in a room for 12 fucking hours and in front of the TV or an iPad. Why don't they exercise all day? Get some sun, eat real food, have fun, be creative, do some critical thinking, build something, climb something. They won't be fat. Problem solved. The trauma that people experience from growing up with their body size as the subject of comments, scrutiny, or ridicule is very real. It's called life. The impact of fat phobia and weight stigma has long-lasting negative consequences, with so many people spending their adult lives trying to undo the damage to their self-esteem and self-worth. All the struggles while you're on your fucking iPhone in like a first world country that everyone's trying to get to. That's why we have an immigration issue. It's because everyone wants to come in because it's fucking amazing. All the first world problems that you're dealing with your self-worth. Well, at least you have running water and food, you ungrateful twat. Today it's exacerbated as the war on obesity creates panic and fear that reaches children at younger and younger ages. Ah, yes, the spies. Indeed. With kids as young as 3 expressing that they don't want to be fat. Sounds like parents are not doing a good job. Does this sound like that to you? This certainly sounds like just bad parenting. Just bad parenting. I mean, where are the parents? Where are the parents at? What are the parents saying to their kids? Kids don't just grow up naturally being like, no, you're uploading that software into their little virgin brains. It's not fat itself that is the cause of poor health.
Matt Damon.
It's not fat itself that is the cause of poor health. Of course not. Of course not. I mean, it is, and it's also, yeah, of course it leads to insulin resistance. It's also all the habits that lead to that fucking extra fat. God, what's this manipulation of language is nauseating. What is very complex. Oh, is it? Is it complex? What leads to poor health? Insulin resistance, not getting enough sleep, not hydrating enough, eating garbage food, just fucking your brain, stressing yourself out, doing jobs and things that you fucking hate, not moving your body, touching your toes, not breathing for a second, always having sound noise pollution all the fucking time. No one ever having peace and quiet and just time to be a human being. Disconnection from nature. Everything. Is that really complex? No, it's not. It's common sense. You should try it sometime. It won't hurt as much as you think. The knowledge cock will, but I promise I'll be gentle. Not. What absolutely does lead to poorer health is the chronic stress. Yeah. Low self-worth, that dieting and eating disorders that develop from a fixation on body size and a cultural obsession with thinness. No, we have this cultural obsession with trying to justify obesity, which is objectively bad. It's the number one cause of complications from COVID. The number one. Everyone's in denial that gaining fat. Everyone's trying to promote the quarantine 15. Well, seeing that being obese is the number one cause of you having hospitalizations issued with COVID, stop being a fat fuck. Maybe you shouldn't have gained 30 pounds the past year from stuffing your face. A lot of people got amazing results. How come you were a lazy beesh? Jokes about weight gain, comments about, quote, getting fat, these seemingly harmless messages are internalized and absorbed by young ones, contributing to potential lifelong distress. Let's end this fixation on body size. The result is much more harmful than good. Incorrect. You are mistaking the fixation on body size into the delusion that it's okay to not care about your health. Okay? It's very important to have good lifestyle habits. You're making an argument about the shit. These are people that are making arguments about the symptoms. They're making arguments about the symptoms. Look, well, these symptoms, well, that doesn't mean this. I'm not, you're arguing shit that isn't even part of the conversation. You're complaining about the outcomes, but you're not worried about the actual things that are leading to it. You're talking about the feelings. Okay, people have feelings. You can't control what people think. Everyone gets bullied. People talk shit all the time. Just some people understand that it doesn't fucking matter. It doesn't fucking matter if someone leaves a comment that doesn't like my video. Oh my God, someone online made a comment about something. They don't know anything about me. I don't give a shit. Someone can think I'm an asshole. You can think I'm a rude person. I'm not. Okay. You can think what you want. I don't care. I like to say what I say and the way I say it. It's funny. I like it. It's aggressive. Cool. It's shocking content. Good. It'll catch you off guard. Good. It doesn't blend in. Extra, double, triple fucking good. I want my content to punch you in the fucking taint. And I want it to hurt. That's the goal. Because if you're scrolling through the same old mainstream bullshit on everyone's fucking channel, yeah, you're going to be part of the problem. And you're not going to be happy. You go tiptoeing through life, you're going to be fucking miserable. I don't give a shit what anyone else thinks. I got my pup, I got my girl, I got my place, I got my health, I'm focused. I don't give a shit. All right? Fuck off. Fuck all the way off with your nonsensical pussy bullshit. It's not my bag. You don't like my swearing? Go fuck yourself. Go fuck yourself. Where's my other thing?
Why don't you get the hell out of here before I snap your dick off and jam it into your ass?
Yeah, go like fuck off. It doesn't matter. I don't care if you don't like it. I really, really don't. And a lot of people don't. But guess what? Go watch someone else that will put their arm around you, make you feel all warm and cozy, and then go eat another row of Oreos. Have fun with that. All right? While you're on a fucking dialysis machine in 5 or 10 years, I'll be out there doing kettlebell swings, making some sick fucking gains, climbing a tree, eating mangoes, and doing what I do, but you don't have to join me. I'd actually prefer that you didn't. But anyway, hashtag fuck average. What a rant. Yeah, let's take a couple, you know what, let's take a couple, excuse me, let's take a couple comments. Let's take a couple comments here. Sydney Buckaloo, fucking everyone gets bullied. Kids are ruthless. Those little bastards will say anything to tear someone down. It's the way of the world. Get tough. That's how you become unbreakable. I agree. Anti-Fragile, right? It's a good book. Alex, I want to focus on my health to make myself better. The fatties want me to stop focusing on my health so they can feel better. Makes no sense. Fuck average. Yeah, fuck those people. Good for you. So someone is saying that YouTube is blocking comments now too. You're still getting comments blocked. You can go comment on Discord too. That'll be available. Yeah, someone just said, let's see. I've never seen that. Had some of my comments deleted on his videos, on my videos. Nipdog, YouTube closed the live chat box on me with a warning message. Never seen that before. Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, I've mentioned this before. And I'll say it again. Like, I am open. Look, I'm legitimately open to doing private streams. Like, I like being public. I like having the public streams. Literally, legitimately open to doing private streams only. And of course, it'll be available. Like, even, you know, I'll make them available, or at least partial episodes available on Apple Podcasts and stuff. But, you know, keep it all behind the, yeah, exactly, Josh. Yeah, getting closer to pure private streams. Like, I'm fine. There's a lot more leeway on Apple Podcasts and Spotify because, you know, when you have a video, I think it tends to make more of an impact because people see it and they visualize it. But how many people are going to go listen to a 2-hour podcast, take one little clip on one podcast? Hey, this is what the audio said. Most people aren't going to listen that far, but people scroll on video and see something, or I don't know. But it seems like a lot of things on podcasts, at least audio only, doesn't really stir up as much because people have to actually go through and listen and find it, and they're just like more disconnected from it. I don't know. Let's see. Alyssa, let my kids get bullied. The rule will be to tell 3 adults, and if they don't help, then you take matters into your own hands, knock a bitch out. Well, I think that kids should be taught jujitsu, judo and jujitsu. If you have kids that as a part of elementary school and middle school, Can you imagine? One, if you teach kids martial arts in school, all right, as part of the curriculum, if you have kids learning jujitsu, judo in school, not only are you teaching them self-defense, you are going to fucking guarantee pretty much that kids are not going to fight each other in school. And if they do, it'll be equally matched. Like you'll have people rolling around on campus or on the school. Like you'll have kids like fucking rolling, but they'll be like, tapping out. It'll be like an actual, actual thing. You give them the tools to defend themselves, and it will up their fucking self-esteem so much. If you can handle your own body, you're not afraid of bullies. Like, all right, fucking bring it. And you, oh my God, mommy. Yeah, every kid. And when you learn those arts, you learn discipline and you learn to respect the skills that you have. You don't just run around, murking people. You actually, you actually respect because you know that someone can do that to you. It's just a different thing. It's a different thing. It's a whole different thing. Everyone should have it. But why would you want to actually teach kids self-defense? Because then they're a threat. This is why schools don't do it. This is completely broken. It's completely broken. Like if I have any kids someday, it's going to be completely different. Homeschool, there's no way I'm putting them into the system. There's not a fucking chance in hell. Not a chance. This is ridiculous. Ridiculous. No, I'm not talking about audio only. I'm talking about streaming. These episodes would be private inside the private groups inside Swole TV. Just saying, but we're getting closer and closer because there's so many other things I want to talk about. There's so many other different topics I want to combine into the Daily Swole, and it's a lot of fun. But at the same time, it doesn't help the cause doing it publicly just because everything gets flagged and censored. It's kind of ridiculous. I'm pretty over it. So, one foot out the door, so to speak. But there'll always be video for the podcast. But if anything, it'll just be more for members. So let's give away the Swole card. Before we do, we're moving to the last portion. Drop the last couple hashtags, last couple chances, hashtag fuck average. But a reminder, let's get this going. A reminder that tomorrow's episode, that being said, we have our live masterclass Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern time, which is tomorrow. So tomorrow's episode, 1812, will be private. So if you aren't a member, you still have a chance to join for less than $5. You get access to all the private exclusive live streams, including tomorrow's Daily Swole and Swole TV live event, live masterclass tomorrow, featured on episode 1812. We're going to go over some awesome Swole fan posts, and we're going to jump into some muscle masterclass action tomorrow, 8 p.m. Eastern time. You can catch it inside Swole TV, as well as the private Facebook group, so you can chat inside Discord and stuff if you want. But tomorrow night, 8 p.m., episode 1812 will be private for members only, so you will not find it on the public channels. Join now, swolenormousx.com/SummerSwole for the Summer Swole special.
Yeah.
Another reminder that we got the 5 years of Swole market calendars, May 8th, 2021. We got the 5-year anniversary of the Daily Swole. So I am going to be posting in the private Facebook group and allow you all to drop in the comments your timestamps on YouTube of your clips for the episodes, and we'll make a mashup of all those submissions and we'll vote and see which one was the best, because we'll be laughing our ass off. If you have a favorite rant or a favorite funny part or a favorite shit post, just send us the timestamps and we'll put a mashup together and everyone's favorite part on that episode. We will share it. We'll watch it all together. It'll be a live viewing, and the one that gets the most feedback, or the most positive feedback, the one that everyone loves the most, the consensus, will get the 5-year anniversary Swole card. So it's going to be a fire. It's going to be awesome. And that's May 8th, 2021. Ray, can't wait for the masterclass. I know. Tomorrow. It's going to be great tomorrow. Let's give away this fucking Swole card, shall we? Went long today. Long, and that's what she said. Oh, it's just so perfect. It's just so fucking perfect today. The winner, Peaceful Bandit. Congratulations. It's so the absolute serendipity is perfect. Hashtag fuck average. My house has a master bedroom. Fucking get over it. I agree.
I like to caress the rusty spoon.
I arrived in America's airport with clothing, US dollars, and a jar of gypsy tears to protect me from AIDS.
Fantastic. Peaceful Bandit. Send us an email to support@swolenormous.com. Swole card 1811 in the subject and your mailing address in the body of the email. And we'll send you that Swole card. We got a bunch to go out. So I know a lot of you are waiting on them. I know. All right. Fine. All right. Okay. All right. We got some here. You'll get your Swole cards soon. I promise. So new batch of Swole cards will be going out shortly. It's been busy. And there's just every day they just pile up. They just don't stop. It reminds me of, there we go. Go on. It reminds me of Newman. It reminds me of Newman from Seinfeld. And the mail keeps on coming and coming. It doesn't stop. And the barcode reader breaks. And there's publisher's clearinghouse. He just fucking freaks out. The mail never stops. It just keeps on coming and coming. It does. The Swole cards keep on coming. I'm like, maybe I should stop doing these episodes because then I won't have to do any more Swole cards and send them out. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Anyway, send us that email. Congratulations. And let's wrap up this beesh, fam. What a fucking episode, huh? What was that? No. Jesus Christ. Was that necessary? Fucking Falcon, unreal. Christ. Fucking Falcon. Yow. Oh, it's nice. That's nice. We got this. Hold on. We got it.
Make sure make sure you have the record player on at night.
Oh, we got it now. All right, fam. Well, thank you so much for joining me for episode 1811, the most muscular Swolecast, Beercast, Broadcast, Gamecast, Mancast, Pincast, Sleazecast, and Psycast in the realm. Because when I flex, you flex. We all flex our biceps. Nailed it.
He's on fire!
We got it.
I don't know how to put this, but I'm kind of a big deal.
Lieutenant Dan.
Oh, yeah.
Is this a list of things I did to your mom last night?
Oh, yeah.
I'm funny how? I mean, funny like I'm a clown, I amuse you.
I fart in your general direction.
All right. It was nice. We'll see you tomorrow, fam, for 1812. Remember, tomorrow is private. For members only, live masterclass mañana, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Only members only. Only Swole. Go to swolenormousx.com/summerswole and join right now so you don't miss out on tomorrow's amazing episode. We're going to go over 3D modeling of a couple awesome muscles that you need to be training properly, but only tomorrow. Only inside Swole Enormous X Swole TV. Excited to see you there for 1812, 8 p.m. Eastern time. Peace, McGee's. Deuce, Magoose, ya boy, Papa Swolio. Oh. Ow.
Crazy flow, need a straight jacket. Cash flow, I'm a bank addict. 6 subs, had the bass smacking. 808, had the place clapping. 3 girls is enough for me, so I pull out like the stock crashing. Like an IPO, trying to purchase me. This a private sector, so you can't have it. Faking and all that boom bapping. Who you think you is, boy? 90s want they sound back, so I give rap all these fake rappers as I take matters in my own hands. I don't need rapping, I don't need Zans. I don't need help, I'm a grown man. Now they king left and they so mad, it's like...
Then yeah, I found that young king with my crown at 10 racks in the fanny pack, couple hundred in the Louis bag.
That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you made. That's a bed that you laid. What kind of game is you playing? We go hard in the paint you. What the fuck is you saying? I only go where they pay. What kind of game is you playing? Yeah, whoa, my shit is relevant. Off topic, my melanin is popping. I'm taking skeletons on closets and making new deposits.